If you live in a community with a homeowners association, you'd like to think your HOA dues go to things like landscaping, park improvements, security and lighting. We found an HOA in Gilbert spending a lot of money on lawyers and legal fees, and some residents aren't happy about it.
Unfair, like it's not right.
Ann Jung spent a lot of time making her backyard beautiful. She only wishes her HOA would make the same investment, keeping up her community, especially with what they're paying in dues.
You see that there's like faded paint, there's missing signs, there's graffiti, there's just all these outdated things that needed to be done, but yet we're not doing it.
And it's an emotionally draining process.
Jung is one of several homeowners in Gilbert's Power Ranch community that sat down with Arizona's family to talk about the serious concerns they have with how their homeowners association is operating.
We should know where our dollars are going. We should know if they're going to raise rates, why are they raising those HOA fees? It shouldn't just be, oh, we're going to have to raise 20% this year.
Arizona's family did some digging and found Power Ranch spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in legal fees last year. We're talking more than $167,000. That's 6 times more than what was budgeted for legal expenses.
I didn't hear any of this until February of this year. So my first thought was, what the heck's going on here?
The reason Power Ranch is spending so much money on legal fees is this: a lawsuit the HOA filed in January of 2023 against a development in the Power Ranch community called Woodcrest East. The developer, Bella Flor, had purchased the land off Germain Road and Ranch House Parkway in 2019 with plans on building and selling 120 luxury condominiums. But then COVID hit, and Bella Flor decided it made more financial sense to rent out the condos instead, prompting the lawsuit. Bella Flor has since filed a $13 million counterclaim, leaving many of the 4,000-plus Power Ranch homeowners wondering when the legal battle will end, how much more it will cost them, and what they stand to gain from all the litigation.
I do think that there needs to be a lot more financial accountability on where the money's going and how it's being spent. And lawsuits, I don't think, is where most of the residents want that money to go.
We reached out to the law firm representing Power Ranch, Carpenter, Hazelwood, Delgado, and Bolin, and have made countless requests to do an on-camera interview with an attorney or Power Ranch board member, but nobody has agreed to talk to us. The board did respond to a number of our questions in writing, providing some insight into the legal fight. The developer stated he planned to own all the dwelling units and rent them all out, to operate as if they were an apartment complex. This would negatively impact the association. Arizona's family has learned that homeowners in Power Ranch pay significantly more for HOA dues compared to renters. The board claims that by allowing the units to be rented out, it would result in an annual loss of more than $125,000 to the association each year.
This is the approved design by Power Ranch.
We sat down with Bella Flor Managing Director Carl Hewish to get his take on the lawsuits and what's going on. He said there is nothing in Arizona law that prevents them from renting out their condos. And nothing in the CC&Rs for Power Ranch or Woodcrest East that prevents it either.
I am perplexed by this litigation. It doesn't make sense. In over a year of litigation, it's never been pointed out to me what we're violating, what we're doing wrong. And the law in Arizona is very clear. Condominiums can be sold or they can be rented unless there is a specific prohibition found in the CC&Rs. There is none.
According to state statute 33-1260, an owner's unit or condo may be used as a rental property unless prohibited in the declaration of their community. Hewish said when they purchased the lot, which had sat vacant for more than a dozen years, it was clearly zoned for condominiums, and nothing has changed that, even if the Power Ranch board wants to call them apartments. The developer has been meeting with Power Ranch homeowners, hoping to ease any concerns they might have about the project. We're told construction is 65% complete, and the first unit should be rented out in August. Hewish does not believe Power Ranch can legally stop him from renting out the condos. In his opinion, the drawn-out lawsuits are doing nothing but costing homeowners and his company a lot of money.
We're pretty deep in. How much deeper can we go? So I don't know if it's going to be another $300,000 in legal fees. I don't know when this is going to end.
We would rather take that money and make these condominiums more luxurious. But instead, we're having to use money to pay lawyers to fight this, what I consider to be very unnecessary litigation.
The real key in this legal fight is whether the 120 units being built are condos or apartments. The developer insists they're condos. They've always been condos that can be rented out just like others across the state. The Power Ranch HOA board is calling them apartments and insists they're not allowed. Until there's some kind of resolution, the legal bills will continue to roll in. In the newsroom, Jason Berry for Arizona's Family.